The culture of Kerala is a synthesis of Aryan and Dravidian cultures, developed and mixed for centuries, under influences from other parts of India and abroad. It is defined by its antiquity and the organic continuity sustained by the Malayali people. Modern Kerala society took shape owing to migrations from different parts of India throughout classical antiquity. Kerala trace its non-prehistoric cultural genesis to its membership in a vaguely defined historical region known as Thamizhagam, a land defined by a common Tamil culture and encompassing the Chera, Chola, and Pandya kingdoms. At that time, the music, dance, language, and sanjam found in Kerala were all similar to that found in the rest of Thamizhagam. The culture of Kerala evolved through the Sanskritization of Dravidian ethos, revivalism of religious movements and reform movements against caste discrimination. Kerala showcases a culture unique to itself developed through accommodation, acculturation and assimilation of various faculties of civilized lifestyle. Performing arts. Native traditions of classical performing arts include Kudiyattam, a form of Sanskrit drama or theatre, and a UNESCO-designated human heritage art. Kathakali and Kali is a 500-year-old form of dance drama that interprets ancient epics. A popularized offshoot of Kathakali is Kerala Nattanam. Meanwhile, Kavu is a more light-hearted performance mode, akin to modern stand-up comedy. An ancient art originally confined to temple sanctuaries, it was later popularized by Mani Madhava Kakya. Other Keralite performing arts include Mohiniyattam, which is a type of graceful choreographed dance performed by women and accompanied by musical vocalizations. Thalal, Badayani, and Theyam are other important Keralite arts. Kerala also has several tribal and folk art forms. For example, Kumati Kali is the famous colourful mask dance of South Malabar, performed during the festival of Onam. The Kanya Kali dances are fast-moving, militant dances attuned to rhythmic devotional folk songs and Ashura Vajias. Also important are various performance genres that are Islam or Christianity themed. These include Apena, which is widely popular among Keralite Muslims and is native to Malabar. Apena incorporates group dance accompanied by the beat of rhythmic hand clapping and Ishal vocalizations. Margam Kali is one of the ancient round group dance of Kerala practiced by St. Thomas Christians. However, many of these native art forms largely play to tourists or at youth festivals, and are not as popular among ordinary Keralites. Thus, more contemporary forms including those heavily based on the use of often risque copyright and politically incorrect mimicry and parody have gained considerable mass appeal in recent years. Indeed, contemporary artists often use such modes to mock socio-economic elites. In recent decades, Malayalam cinema, yet another mode of widely popular artistic expression, have provided a distinct and indigenous Keralite alternative to both Bollywood and Hollywood. Music. The ragas and talas of lyrical and devotional Carnatic music another native product of South India dominates Keralite classical musical genres. Swathi Tharunal Rama Varma, a 19th-century king of Travancore and patron and composer of music, was instrumental in popularizing Carnatic music in early Kerala. Additionally, Kerala has its own native music system, Sopanam, which is a lugubrious and step-by-step rendition of raga-based songs. It is Sopanam, for example, that provides the background music used in Kathakali. The wider traditional music of Kerala also includes Mellam, a style of percussive music performed at temple-centered festivals using an instrument known as the chenda. Up to 150 musicians may comprise the ensemble staging a given performance. Each performance, in turn, may last up to 4 hours. Pankavadyam is a differing type of percussion ensemble consisting of 5 types of percussion instruments. These can be utilized by up to 100 artists in certain major festivals. In addition to these, percussive music is also associated with various uniquely Keralite folk arts forms. Lastly, the popular music of Kerala as in the rest of India is dominated by the filmy music of Indian cinema. The most remembered name in Kerala music culture is of great Indian musician Sri K. J. Yesudas. Martial arts and sports. Kerala also has its own indigenous form of martial art, Kalari-Payattu, derived from the words Kalari and Payattu. Influenced by both Kerala unregistered trademark Brahmanical past and Ayurvedic medicine, Kalari-Payattu is attributed by oral tradition to Parasrama. After some 2 centuries of suppression by British colonial authorities, it is now experiencing strong comeback among Keralites while also steadily gaining worldwide attention. Other popular ritual arts include Theyyam and Porakali. These originate from northern Malabar, which is the northernmost part of Kerala. Nevertheless, these have in modern times been largely supplanted by more popular sports such as cricket, kabaddi, soccer, badminton, and others. Kochi Tuskers Kerala, playing in the Indian Premier League, is from Kerala. Kerala is home of the football clubs Viva Kerala and FC Cochin. It has also been liked by people from all over the world. Literature. Malayalam literature is ancient in origin, and includes such figures as the 14th-century Niranam poets, whose works mark the dawn of both modern Malayalam language and indigenous Keralite poetry. The triumvirate of poets are recognized for moving Keralite poetry away from archaic sophistry and metaphysics and towards a more lyrical mode. Poets like Chanjamputta, Charusiri and Edapally Raghavan Pillai also contributed to bring Malayalam poetry to the common man. Later, such contemporary writers as Booker Prize winner Arundhati Roy have garnered international recognition. From 1970 to early 1990s, a lot of Malayalam novelists and story writers contributed to the literature of Kerala. The contributions from Thokazhi Sivashankara Pillai, P. Kesavadh, Arub, O. V. Vijayan, T. Padmanabhan, Sethu, Perambadavam Sridharan, Kovilan, M. Mukundan, Kakanadan, Anand and Paul Zachariah, have been remarkable. Significant contributions from poets and songwriters such as Vyalarama Varma, P. Bhaskaran and O. N. V. Kurup have influenced contemporary literature. Critics such as Kuttikrishna Marra and M. P. Paul till the 60s and, later, M. Krishnan Nair, S. Gupthan Nair, M. K. Sainu, Sukumat Sikad, K. P. Appan, Narendra Prasad and M. Leelavathy have added value by providing critical analysis of the books written during the recent past. Folklore. The folklore of Kerala includes elements from the traditional lifestyle of the people of Kerala. The traditional beliefs, customs, rituals etc. are reflected in the folk art and songs of Kerala. Kerala has a rich tradition of folklore. Folklore in this region is a spontaneous expression of human behavior and thoughts. Generally speaking, folklore could be defined as the lore of the common people who had been marginalized during the reign of feudal kings. The Keralites have their culture and law which were mostly part of agricultural. Sowing, planting of Nharu, clearing out the weeds, harvests etc. are the different stages of agriculture which have their typical rituals. Numerous songs and performing arts are accompanied with them. Kanyakali, Padayani, Mudayattu, Malavariyatam, Theyyam, Kothamuriyatam, Nira, Puthari, etc. are some of the ritual folklore of Kerala. Kerala could be divided into 4 cultural areas: Travancore Cochin, Central Kerala, South Malabar and North Malabar. North Malabar has its own cultural identity. It was under the rule of Kolavares, the kings of Kalathunad, and they codified the rituals, beliefs, taboos and folk performing arts. Even the dates of specific fertility rituals and folk performances were decided by the Kolavares, of which many are continuing even today. The Theyyam festivals, even now, are conducted as per the dates once fixed by the king. The folk arts of Kerala can be broadly classified under 2 heads, ritualistic and non-ritualistic. Ritualistic folk arts can be further divided into 2, devotional and magical. Devotional folk arts are performed to propitiate a particular god or goddess. Theyyam, Thira, Puchame Thira, Kanyakali, Kamati, etc., are some of them. Forms like Panapattu and Thotampattu were composed in the form of songs. In Kokali, Margamkali, Dafumutukali, etc., the ritualistic element is not very strong. Magical folk arts seek to win general prosperity for a community or exorcise evil spirits or to beget children. Gandharvas and Nagas are worshipped in order to win these favors. The magical folk arts include Pamanthalal, Pawapadathalal, Kalamthalal, Malayankichu, etc. Onam. Malayalam. Onam is a harvest festival celebrated by the people of Kerala, India. 1. It is also the state festival of Kerala with state holidays on 4 days starting from Onam Eve to the 4th Onam Day. Onam festival falls during the Malayalam month of Chingam and marks the commemoration of the Mana Avatara of Vishnu and the subsequent homecoming of King Mayabali, who Malayalees consider as their king. Onam is reminiscent of Kerala's agrarian past, as it is considered to be a harvest festival. It is one of the festivals celebrated with most number of cultural elements. Some of them are Valam Kali, Pulikali, Pukalam, Onathapan, Thumbai Thulal, Onavilu, Kazhakakula, Onapatan, 2, Athacharam etc. Politics. The people of Kerala are very fond of politics. Majority of Keralites belong to either one of the political alliances, namely United Democratic Front or Left Democratic Front. Bharatiya Janatha Party, a national party, also has good following. Regional parties such as Indian Union Muslim League, various factions of Kerala Congress, various factions of Revolutionary Socialist Party and a host of smaller parties add spice to Kerala political scene. Religious leaders have high influence in Kerala political movements. For many Keralites it's nostalgic to remember the political discussions and debates they had done in the Chakadai, a small tea shop, in their younger ages. Kerala modern society, being the state with the highest literacy rate and education level in the country, the Kerala society has moved from its agricultural background. Keralites are open towards technological developments of the modern age, but mostly remain as conservative society when it comes to social changes. Calendar. Kerala also has an indigenous ancient solar calendar, the Malayalam calendar, which is used in various communities primarily for timing agricultural and religious activities. Elephants in Kerala culture. The elephants are an integral part of the daily life in Kerala. These Indian elephants are given a prestigious place in the state's culture. Elephants in Kerala are often referred to as the sons of the Zaya. The elephant is the state animal of Kerala and is featured on the emblem of the government of Kerala. Sarpakavu. Sarpakavu is a typically small traditional grove of trees seen in the Kerala state of South India. These pristine groves usually have representations of several Naga devatas, which were worshipped by the joint families or Tharavats. This was part of Nagaradhana which was prevalent among Keralites during past centuries. It had been practiced by Ashavas, Nayars, Arayas and many other tribal, non-tribal and coastal communities all over the Malabar coast in South India. Temple festivals. Kerala has a large number of temples. The temples celebrate annual festivals which are not only unique to the region but sometimes have features that are unique to each temple. Each temple describes each interesting history behind its creation. See also, History, Economy, Geography, Notes. References, Contribution of Travancore to Carnatic Music, Information and Public Relations Department Thiruvananthapuram, 2004, retrieved January 12, 2006 A. Vajalakshmi, S., Contribution of Travancore to Carnatic Music, Information and Public Relations Department Thiruvananthapuram, 29 37, retrieved January 20, 2006 A. External links, Princeton.edu, more on the performing arts.